Hello all, Havoc here. So in this episode, we are going to start working on our miner. Um, Actually, I want to go over here and speaking of mining, I want to see what's going on with the hole. I keep wanting to keep checking on it to see how much bigger it gets between episodes and everything. And so looking pretty awesome. I'm liking it. And let's see what we're doing on resources. Let's look at uranium. Still 53,000. Let's come over here. Refinery 3 is doing nothing, so reactor 8, 515 uranium, 113, 70, 251. So a lot of uranium, still 53,000 left to process. So we still have another refinery to go, so let's split this up. Oh, that's on the ship, so that won't work. Right? No, that'll work, so yeah. There we go. Look at that uranium getting produced a little bit quicker now. I think it's all going here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll split it up later after we get closer to departing from here. So, yeah, so like I was saying, first thing first, I want to do the our little welder ship, or sorry, mining ship. So let's go ahead. let's go ahead and new small ship. And so one of the things I was looking at doing was not painting it that color. Specifically, I don't want, or I would like to build it in a way that we can make it modular, so we can use it for multiple things. I like to use it for mining, and then I'd like to have the front half detach, and then have more of a utility-based vehicle than a single purpose. So we're gonna use. I think we're gonna use the fighter cockpit because I think the fighter cockpit has a large port in the back, right? It does. All right, that's what I would want to use. All right, so put that guy like that. I do want to weld this up so I can see what's going on with it. And this is also why we're building here. And I also don't want the wrong button the beacon on it yet because I don't want to weld up some things. So we need some glass. What else do we need? Probably computers. Do we not have any computers? They're probably in here and I'm just not seeing them. Alright, a lot of work. Guess I could have built it a little bit closer. Metal grid, interior plates. Okay. So, metal grid, interior plates, put all this back. And what's more construction components? Wow. I say this like it's amazing that we don't have supplies. We just built this thing. So Alright, so there we go. That'll work for now. So we have a large port here and a small one on the front, I believe. Right, that is correct. Alright. Nothing underneath? Oh, there's another small port here. Alright. Alright, so first things first is I want to run... Let's see how I'm going to put the reactor. Let's see. I want to run large tubes down the sides towards our connecting, or we can run a tube underneath. So we have one connection underneath. Alright, so first things first, we're going to need a merge block, right? Right. Merge. It's right there. Never mind. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Character tools, welder. Don't need that. merge block. All right. I think I have bumped my mic. That's what I think I have. I think I actually have a mod installed for a small merge block. Tiny merge block. Yes, that's what we're going to use. Put one here, and we'll put one there. And then we'll be able to use these for on our tools as well. And now we want the small connector. That's connector small? Okay, I thought that was before that was like a dropper or something like that. Dispenser. And so that will be one setup. But we also need to be able to pipe in large as well. So that's one thing we need to work on next. Wrong button. G. Get rid of U and U. Let's go with that manifold that we used on the other ship. Because that turned out pretty well, I think. A couple of you agree that putting the reactor where we did was a pretty smooth operation. And then I'm going to go with G. I guess medium cargo containers. I really do wish medium cargo containers had more large doors, but they don't. Six-way conveyor. How's it different than that conveyor? That doesn't make sense. What just happened? Okay. out of body experience. Okay, it looks cooler. It's not as it doesn't say conveyor on it and all that jazz. So I'm almost tempted to not use this and do 3 conveyors across the back. Like this. Alright, so if we do this, go back into menu, grab medium cargo containers. And rotate them thusly. Oh, come on. More interior plates. And they are here. Alright, so like so. Let's see. So for the reactor, what I was thinking about doing was actually placing it right here and piping from there into that reactor. So G, reactor. What? I thought I got the this guy. So that doesn't work because I thought it had. Oh, it does. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it like this, and then we'll pipe it right like that. Let's grab one of those small 90s. And this guy. Somewhere. There we go. Like that. So now that's piped in. And then we'll also have access down here as well. So we'll be able to kickstart off the reactor that way. Alright, so that's that part. And now we need to work on the next important part, which is that, and then the connector, G. That guy, right? Right. Wow, that needs to come out a lot. I almost want to say it comes out too full. Oh, it does. All right. Wow, our visibility is really going to be hindered. Alright, let's give it a go. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, we'll have to modify this one a little bit. Alright, so there's our connections. Let's see, let's climb in here real quick.
No fuel.
Yeah, visibility is 0. Good thing I mostly pilot from this view anyway, so it's alright. Yeah, alright, so let's climb out. So then our attachment will go on the front of this, and we'll have 3 points of connection for transfer, 2 merge blocks for stability. That's pretty cool. 3 medium cargo containers. That's pretty awesome. We got a reactor. Then we need to get some systems on board, such as gyroscopes, remote beacon, all that fun stuff. So, okay, let's start with in that order. Gyro. There you are. And Aunt Anna. Then we also need remote control. Okay, so remote control block we're going to put there. We're going to put the gyro behind that, looking like an R2-D2 unit. I guess we're going to put the antenna next because it wants to not attach. And it doesn't want to attach either. Great. So we'll put you... It doesn't want to attach anywhere. That's fantastic. Okay, so R2 goes there. And this doesn't want to attach anywhere now either. Okay, so let's try putting... Okay, the R2 will go there. So that's what will happen. And then we'll put the antenna here now. Nope, it doesn't want to go anywhere. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, because I need small tubes. Oh, derp. It had nothing to do with where it was getting placed. It was just didn't want... because we don't have supplies. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, better. So, put this guy here. No, this guy. There. Alright. So, there's a remote block. There's that, and there's that. We are going to go with number 5, like this. With a camera on it. There. So we'll be able to see what's going on while we remote control this unit. And let's see. So now we need to worry about dumping out supplies. So actually R2 needs to move. Let's put him there. Put this here. Don't really like how it's set up, but that's going to be fine, I think. This we need to finish. Because I think I need to put R2 back. I just realized where the connectors were. Interior plates. I think that's all we need. I wasn't really paying attention to that part. I was more worried about the fact that I just welded up some stuff and didn't need to. 4 computers. Alright. So I think I moved those because I thought the large port was on the top, but it's not. It's at the back. It is. So we can put a connector on the back, and that'll be fine. Oh wait, we need a connector at the top because that's how this thing is going to dock. We put one on top of each of these, and it just happens to use whichever one it can attach to. We can also use these connectors on the front after we undock the utility, whatever tool we're using. Alright, so we're going to use those. We'll just dock the miner or the welder, or whichever we happen to not be using, we'll dock it and then just use the front. See, I don't know how I feel about that. You guys are gonna let me know in the comments below. Think the nose is a good idea, the back's a good idea, or I should have one at the top like we already have on our fighter craft. So for now, I'm gonna put one on the back. Look at this thing real quick. That's interesting. Kind of like that. Offset to half a block. I'm gonna have to use that somewhere. Get rid of that. And trying to make sure I'm looking at all our options here. Alright. So I'm thinking maybe we need to do a 90 and put this facing upward so we can dock like, oh, or we can move this stuff back and put it right there. Actually, that's what we're gonna do. Camera, come here. Okay. Got another idea. We can put the remote module right here. Right? G. Remote module. Right here. Put it there and put the camera on top of that. Like that. That's feasible. Could also move these three things out one block if those hit, so that's something we can also do. And then an antenna, we can pretty much put that anywhere once we start putting armor blocks on. So I think overall that's pretty good. And then that allows us to go ahead and put this right there. Oh, there's our antenna spot right there. G. Ant. Right there. And then ore detector will be on whatever module. So like if it's our mining drills, we'll put an ore detector on that. And I think that's how that'll be. So now we need to start looking at thruster directions. And overall, I think we've got plenty of room to put everything we need to. So G, we're going to go with the modular ones. I think we learned our lesson on the last craft we made. So 2 in each direction I think will be sufficient. And we'll add a couple for forward thrust, but I don't honestly think it's going to be needed, but we'll do it because we can. So that's all of those directions. We don't need you anymore. If anything else, we can make this thing longer. We can add just more cargo containers to it as we see fit. But for now, we're just going to go with what we got. And I broke my welder again. So I'll put one of these nowhere along there. Oh, we need large steel tubes, that's why. I was wondering why all of a sudden we're, again, not able to build stuff. Alright. I think we're about ready to put a beacon on this thing. It's pretty close. So put one there, put one there. So we'll put the other two right here. Go the opposite directions. And then put these guys like so. Almost want to put 2. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to put 4 forward. It's probably going to be way too much thrust for this thing, but that's fine. Character tools again. Alright, let's throw a beacon on this. A repair beacon, that is. Projection, repair. There we go. Put you right there for fun. Alright, weld her up. Oh, you're only set to mining. No, you're set to... Yeah, there you go. So I think overall this will be a pretty simple design. Just a matter of what we want to put onto the nose of it as far as attachments. Gives us some utility, so if we do want a welding grinding chip, we can. It'll probably be a grinding chip because we have... I guess the nanites do destruction too, but we can be a little bit more selective about the destruction if we put a couple grinders on the nose of this. So yeah, let's go ahead and let this thing do its bit. And it looks like we're going to be all piped up for large cargo transfer through the entire thing. Oh, we don't have oxygen on board. That's kind of a problem, actually. I do want oxygen generator on board. I'm going to have to think about that, where I want that. Because everywhere I can think I'd want to put it, because it only has, if we look at it real quick, it has two ports, small, and then 1 large port. I don't think it's a very good layout. Oxygen generator. Oh, we could probably use the baby one, huh? This guy. I feel kind of cheaty using it, but we could. I'm sure we have a small port somewhere we can have access to. So, alright, let's look at the original one. Generator. This guy. So if you see, it's got a large port on that side and 2 small ports on that side, and that's it. Nothing around the sides. So, normally I don't really care too much about this one, but I need the large ports. So, that's really going to get in our way. We can put it right there in the front. No, it's behind the door. Behind the cockpit. So, blocked. Blocked, blocked. 3 out of 4 sides. What are you? That's the antenna. We can move you out 1. G. Antenna. And we can put it right there. The super cheaty one. Like so. Alright, so now we have oxygen on board. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Super cheaty, but it's there, right? Right. What do we want to weld up? We can help out a little bit. We got some components on us, right? I think these should be vanilla. I really do. The merge blocks, since you can't connect a merge block from a small ship to a large ship, I don't think those merge blocks should have been the same size. I really do think that should have been a vanilla implementation, but you know, it's their game's still in development, so we might see that become a thing. Or we can actually use large ship and small ship grids together. I think we're low on inventory stuff. Yeah, let's see. Inventory. Yeah, we're pretty low on stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this stuff back in here. And actually, we'll keep those, get rid of those, keep those. Don't need those. Grab some more of those. Some more int plates. Grab those just for fun. Well, I just heard an assembler kick up. Oh, it's a refinery, actually. So let's go to inventory. Referee. Alright, so let's throw that over here. Yeah, we got lots of supplies now. I think the silicon, it's actually grabbing from around here somewhere because there is a silicon deposit. Actually, we can check. I forgot that that thing shows you what I saw a bolt go out that direction. So I think that's what's happening. Let's see. Control panel. Nanite. Nanite hammer. Iron and uranium only. Okay. So there's 7 million iron to be harvested and only 15,000 uranium left. It's almost 16,000. On top of the plethora it's already harvested. It's still going. So we got 43,000 uranium plus another 16 or so, so almost 60,000 uranium still to be harvested and refined. And that might just be because that's all it has in range, so definitely looking forward to upgrading that stuff, getting it a little bit further out. We should have an assembler going. Let's see here. Production. How's it out of iron? Assembler 2 out of iron. And gold. Oh, it's full, that's why. Let's take all the stuff out of the assemblers, that's better. And allow it to grab what it needs. So AG, AU, there's plenty of gold, it just didn't have any inventory space to add the ore it needed. And here we are sitting with almost 1 million iron. And actually if we did refinery, there you go, 1.2 million iron now. Alright, so all of our supplies are in here. 1.6, or just over a, is that a million? No, it's 1,600. 23,000 silver, 1,000 gold, silver 257,000, cobalt 90,000, and 1.3 million iron. So, more better. All the supplies. And this guy's coming along, so we'll get some armor blocks going on it too, so it's not so plain Jane. Definitely want to get some armor on it some way, somehow. Might move these thrusters around too, like move those 2 thrusters here, back here. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm more inclined to smash them if I do that. So I actually might move those inboard into that hole right there. So that's built, almost. Alright, let's throw some uranium in this guy, get it powered up. I think we have a little bit of spare uranium. Uranium. And I'll take 20, please. Oh, 38.2 will work too. And fire it up. All the thrusters fired on at the same time. Boom. Make sure let's do a once over. Alright, all thrusters are good. Let's hop in real quick, make sure it shows all red, all green I should say. No red in here. Okay, ship's complete. I'll hop out and disconnect the foot. let's give this guy a test flight. Oh, we forgot a gyro. We forgot the gyroscope. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the gyroscope here, and then I'm going to move the beacon pointing out the side. So let's go to G. Gyro. Got our little R2-D2 buddy. Wait for these guys to come over here and weld him, and then we'll move the... Now let's just do the antenna. I'm like, we'll wait till we move it. Oh, they still did it anyway. Put that guy right there. Perfect. Alright, so now we can pitch and yaw and rotate and all that fun stuff. Alright. Very nice. This thing handles extremely well. Yeah. I'm very happy how this handles. It's snappy right now, but once we add all the weight from harvesting and stuff, it probably will not be as responsive. So that's something to keep in mind going forward too. Probably can use one more gyro, but for now I think it's really quick. Come on. Oh, no, I want to make a connector name for that. G. Wow, we have a ton of them. Did I really get it on the first shot? I sure did. Fantastic. Let's go back in there. Connector 5. Connector. What do we want to call this thing? Other. Okay. This is for the other. Other top. Okay, and then these guys are going to be other front. Front 1 and front 2. Jordan. Alright, so front 1 and front 2. Those will be those two guys up there. Actually, there's going to be one more, isn't there? Connector small. Whoa. Other small center. I don't think that's necessary, but we can use some tools that aren't going to use the large connectors, so that is something that's worth doing. Other top, that's going to be you, and we're going to switch the lock. And we should be lined up. Bet you it's a stupid ownership thing again. Control A, everything owned by me. Yes. I don't get it, guys. Let's try toggling it. Sometimes that works. I really like that sound. Sorry. Alright. Let's take a look in here, see what we can got. Okay, is this an ownership thing? Owned by nobody, owned by me. Yes. There it is. Stupid ownership thing. Keen Software Engineering House, Game Designer Gurus, please in single player worlds, turn that off. That has got to get fixed, guys. Alright, so let's come in here. Thrusters. There. So, oops, meant to go here. Groups. Toggle on off. Perfect. Turn it off. Get out. Alright, so we're going to wrap up the episode here. Episode went a little longer than I like, but yeah, we got a ship done. In the next episode or two, we'll start working on getting all the utilities built and docking them up. So we might build 2 and put like 1 here and 1 there or something like that. We'll figure that out in the next couple episodes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please give a thumbs up if you liked the video. And yeah, this is Havoc. Have fun. Keep gaming.